I think Daft Punk are hit or miss. Like, even, I quite like the last Daft Punk album, but I fucking hate Get Lucky. I think that's one of the most irritating songs ever written. So I always skip that one. You can't roll Brian into this. He didn't even know what was going on after about 64. People quite like Brian Wilson, but it is because he was just off in his own world. I don't like Moby, and Moby's like a real fucking weirdo, right? My favorite band is whatever drives the goblin into their deepest, darkest cave. Limp Bizkit, The Offspring, anything new metal-y. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard is very proper. Yeah, but I hate King Gizzard. I've listened to like 3 or 4 tracks of theirs, and they put out, 70 tracks a year? And I don't really like any of them, I think. Moby had that one really good album, Play, but he was really weird to Natalie Portman. Yes, that's what I'm thinking of, that weird saga with him. They sound like every band here. They're just so... They're weird, right? They put out 70 albums a year, and they're all sort of like 6 out of 10s, and people are fucking obsessively into them. I don't really get it. I don't have a favourite band. I have a few people with really good songs that I listen to over and over. I don't know if I have a favourite band. I guess Radiohead. If I had to choose, I'd say Radiohead's my favourite band, which is very fedora sad boy music, I'm aware. After that, maybe like Talking Heads, something like that. I don't know. I have 2 albums by Moby, and that's it. I've never heard of any of this before. I mean, I don't think Moby's in the news very much. This is the only time I can think of. Led Zeppelin for me, if I had to choose. I really like Led Zeppelin, but I haven't listened to them in quite a while. I don't think I've listened to a Led Zeppelin album in like a few years, right? Moby has animal rights tattooed down his arms, but he has the rights on his left arm. They did drop out of a festival here over a racist predatory band called Sticky Fingers being on the lineup, so I'll give them credit for that. I've never heard anything about them being bad, like bad people. I just find their music a bit cringe. Maybe Steely Dan. Oh yeah, they'd be in my top 5. Steely Dan are incredible. I love Steely Dan. Very dad music, but I love Steely Dan. Of course, the Predators are called Sticky Fingers. Isn't there a Rolling Stones album called Sticky Fingers? Are they referencing that with their band name? A bit like how Radiohead are named after that Talking Heads album. Not album, song. Radiohead, which is not even a great song. Very, very dad, yes. Anyway, I don't like Rolling Stones either. I think Rolling Stones suck. Every time I hear a Rolling Stones song and go, oh, that actually sounds quite good, I'll hear like 4 more after that sound fucking disastrously shit. Like NG. I watched all of The Sopranos fairly recently, and they used a lot of Rolling Stones in that, and I'd go, oh, this is great. This is a really good song. And then I heard NG afterwards and went, this is the worst song ever written. Judas Priest named after a Dylan lyric. There's many bands named after Dylan lyrics. I mean, he has so many, and they're all so good. Well, some of them are good. I won't forgive fucking that Santa song ever. Rolling Stones are quite boring. What do you think about Yes? I have never really gone deep into Yes. I've liked what I've heard. What's their big album? The one with Roundabout on it? I've listened to that a few times. The one that has like 4 tracks on it. Say no to Yes. Yes have one song. Fragile. I have liked what I've heard of Yes. They are like the archetype of prog rock noodling though, right? Rick Wakeman just fucking doing 16-minute keyboard solos, and you go, I kind of get it. Can you move on now? It's like early Genesis is the same when Peter Gabriel was in Genesis, or some Pink Floyd, to be honest. Alan Parsons Project, some of that has that vibe as well. That kind of thing. Only of a Lonely Heart. Oh, they also did that when they got a bit more poppy, didn't they? Todd Rendren's Utopia is a vibe. Roundabout, the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yes, that became much more famous after JoJo's came out, right? Because people were like, oh, what's this song? That's a good song. Pink Floyd music is either really good to vibe to or the weirdest shit ever. Pink Floyd, I was talking about favourite bands recently. I think Pink Floyd would be in my top favorite bands of all time as well, top 5. I love Pink Floyd so much. There's some weird people and they have some weird shit songs, but man, I love Pink Floyd. Any thoughts on Gotcha? I mean, Gotcha has the one song, right? Like, Gotcha has the somebody that I used to know, which is pretty fine. I think it's a good enough song. But I can't think of any other songs that he's done. Apparently, he was like kind of indie in Australia and then did that one pop song that paid all the bills and then, you know, retired almost. Now he's just somebody that we used to know. I used to love Gotcha until he did a pop song. If I just read your top 5 artists, it would paint a very sus image. Probably. Top 5 artists. Radiohead. Tom Waits. Talking Heads. Steely Dan. Pink Floyd. That's just off the top of my head. Maybe those 5. Maybe Bowie. Maybe the Kinks. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, if I were to expand it a bit. He used to be kind of Avalanches-y. Oh, I love the Avalanches. Maybe I'd like it a lot. I haven't listened, so no idea if it's good or not. I really like the Avalanches. Their 3 albums I listen to a lot as I'm going to sleep. I find them fantastic. King Crimson. Oh, King Crimson. I'm mixed on King Crimson. King Crimson is another one of those very noodly bands where half of King Crimson's music is just kind of noodling at a keyboard improvisationally, and I don't love it. I like some of their things, but half their songs are 28 minutes long, and I go, oh, for fuck's sake. I like that one album, you know, In the Court of the Crimson King, featuring Mirrors or whatever it's called. That's a good album. So very self-indulgent. Yes, that's a very good way of putting it. They're prog rock in general, and this count every prog rock album falls into this. We had, you know, the more mainstream listenable stuff like Pink Floyd or, you know, Yes or Genesis or whatever. It's all unbelievably self-indulgent. Best non-popular band you like? Oh, I don't know. I've been getting into slightly more, not obscure, because everybody's going to have heard of these, but not as mainstream kind of post-punk recently. There's a band that I've been listening to a lot of called Dry Cleaning that I don't think are hugely famous, that I really love. They have 2 albums out right now, and I think they're both extremely great. Anything else I've been listening to a lot recently? Nothing like hugely non-famous. Never heard of them. They're an English post-punk weird band, and I think are very good. I also like Squid for that kind of reason. They're not very similar, but they have that kind of post-punk vibe to them. Squid are a bit more famous, I think. The new Dry Cleaning's great. It is, it's fantastic. I love Dry Cleaning. There's loads of bands less famous that I've been to because I was that guy. I used to hear a lot more obscure music before the AV Club ate itself. My main I know I bring up Pitchfork a lot, but my main source of music recommendations for years was the AV Club, because the AV Club hired a lot of nerdy music writers, and every week they would have a roundup of like underground non-mainstream bands that they were listening to that they'd recommend, or like a single or an album or whatever, right? And then AV Club became a fucking nightmare website and everybody left, and now I don't have that kind of interesting indie recommendation source. I get recs from friends. I have friends of mine do not have the same taste in music generally, which is annoying. And obviously Spotify now, but that's hit and miss. Yes, same. Like the Discover Weekly on Spotify. I mean, I can bring up mine. I don't know if I've saved... I haven't... Oh, no, it's just turned over to Monday. It'll be a new one. But I don't know if I saved anything from the previous one. Richard Dawson is one of my favourite recent artists. Folky, proggy, indie. What is my most recently added albums? Labby Cifra. That's not obscure, but I love those albums. Squid, Yeji. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. The Bulgarian State Television Female Choir. That's a fucking great album. The Art of Noise. Beck, Smog, Catatonia, Tenariwen. They're pretty famous, but they're not like massively famous. I like Tenariwen a lot. Smog, I quite like. Smog's pretty famous though. I don't know. I don't really listen. Looking back, I don't listen to a lot of like very obscure music. Paranul, if that's how you pronounce it, that Korean guy. I really like him. That's shoegaze artist. Boards of Canada, Massive Attack, Magnetic Fields, Nick Drake. They Might Be Giants, John Cale, I Monster. There's nothing obscure here. Spacemen 3, they became spiritualized, but I like them. Brambles, like 14 Steely Dan albums. So I'm just looking through my lists now. Anyway, let's close down that and go over to the game finally. I remember Spacemen 3. I think they became spiritualized, right? I like spiritualized okay. I think I might prefer Spacemen 3. I think I saw them at Primavera Sound. I love Talyat by then. Tenariwen. I like Tenariwen a lot. We should all make a weekly shared playlist on Discord, limit to 2 tracks per person a week, because for fuck's sake. Lovely Nick Drake. Nick Drake is one of my favorites. Nick Drake, Pink Moon is probably one of the most depressing albums of all time, but it's very good. I love it. Right, I guess we'll play the game, shall we? Guess whose apartment just lost power, along with the entire building. Oof. I actually like that idea, despite the chaos that would ensue. I don't know, I try to listen to a lot, to more new music recently, because I've kind of fallen into that thing of just listening to the same, like, 15 albums over and over and over again. In here? Am I meant to go in here? No? This building? Okay, here we go. And now we're after saying, okay, let's play Yakuza, we're playing Yakuza. I have gotten, if you don't know, just again to pause, I'm so sorry if people just are gonna hate me, but I do have a music tab in my Discord, if anybody's into that, and I have found a few bands I really like I mentioned Brambles. There's a Brambles album called Charcoal, I think it's called, that I listen to a lot to go to sleep to, and that was recommended in the Discord. Some other stuff too that I can't remember off the top of my head, but that was just on my mind. You ignore most posts. That's just because a lot of it is like new metal or ska, I'll be honest. Brambles is awesome, it is. I do click on most of the links in the music post, unless I know I'll hate it. Like what was posted there recently, there was some stuff that I was like, I know I'll hate this, so I'm not even going to click on it. I was talking to Brambles earlier about games. Music. I was posting some albums and my playlists and stuff. I posted Brambles. There we go. Have I clicked on anything recently? Oh, Mikey posted Simon and Garfunkel, and it made me listen to Simon and Garfunkel again, and I was like, you know what? It's really good. I think they can get a bad rap. I think they used to be one of my favorite bands, or, artists. Look up Angers Enger Jensen or Retro Grooves Volume 2 for some great synth electronic. That sounds like something I'd fall asleep to, and I mean that in a good way. Right, resume. Love Simon and Garfunkel? I feel like you don't give off that vibe. Yeah, I feel like I would have assumed you didn't like Simon and Garfunkel. Oh, it's you. I sort of assume that if somebody doesn't have like a shaved side of the head and like dyed hair, that you won't like them. If there isn't some sort of wacky synth involved. S&G are great. I've got 4 albums, including my favorite. I also have a few Simon and Garfunkel albums. I really like them. I can't forgive Simon for mocking Carrie Fisher about. Yeah, I mean, Paul Simon, like, he did Graceland, and Graceland is so good. It's such an amazing album that you can almost forgive him recording it in apartheid era South Africa. Like, it's that good, but he does seem a bit fucky. I'm a music nerd. I listen to any genre and give it a go. That's why I became a DJ. Good. That is the right way to be, right? I did see him live and it was amazing, even at his age. Yeah, he's like 90, isn't he? He's very old. I'm out of the family. That's how the last stream ended. We were out of the family and we did a very irritating boss fight. I'm shocked she went out with him, to be honest. Carrie Fisher seemed to have very bad taste, I'll just say. Harrison Ford and Paul Simon, really? I've got Wednesday morning 3 a.m. second printing. Very cool. I feel like this whole plot is nonsense, by the way. Why not stay in there and research from within the organization? He basically just Brexited himself. Yeah, that was the whole thing. God, they're so overly dramatic in this fucking game. Music is the only art that I go on full arty wanker. Same, mainly? No, I do that about movies too. Discount that. But mainly music. Playing 6 minutes of noise, the works, feels good. I've said this before. I've told this story before. That I was walking to college one day a few years ago, and were these idiots in the background? I was walking to college one day a few years ago, and I had one earphone in, and so nothing was playing. I just had my earphones in, and so it was, you know, everything was kind of muffled. I do that sometimes, even if I'm not listening to something. I'll have earphones in just so I'm, you know, a bit sealed off. And I could hear some like banging noises and some like what sounded like weird drumming, and I was like, oh, what's this? And I actually took out one earphone and I was like, oh, it sounds like some some avant-garde kind of industrial jazz or something. I was like, this is really interesting, I like this. And I was coming up to a corner and it was getting louder, and I was like, oh, I wonder what's playing there, maybe I'll like look in. And it turned out to be a construction site. And I have never felt like more of a prick in my entire life. I looked over and a fucking fucking digger was like digging up some concrete in order to lay some foundations, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. What a parody of myself. It's called a soap opera for a reason. Yes, this game is very soap opera-y. I'm like that with film too, but I agree it's good to try to be open to new things and grow understanding and appreciate it. I have downloaded or queued up a few movies that I want to get into recently that I've still not gotten around to, that have been on my list for years, that I keep meaning to watch, and I will probably try and watch them this week, because I try to do that, just like, you know, interesting movies that are a wide range of genres that I can just sort of like analyze and see if I'm into it. What movies? Hang on. I have some of them are in my torrent client, which should be closed. The Remains of the Day, which has been recommended to me, I think 70 or 80 times, and I still haven't watched it. Relic, which is a sort of family drama horror thing that I heard was very good. Blue Ruin, which I think is by the guy who made Green Room, which I really enjoyed. Paddleton, which is a sad mumblecore drama about somebody being diagnosed with cancer. Shane, which is a 50s western. You know, stuff like that. Remains of the Day, yes. I've got a movie I bet you would like, The Remains. Feels very up your alley. I think I might have heard of that. I'll look it up. Please play the game. I should head home. There we go. Let's go. None of those movies are The Swimmer. 81 times now. Emma really likes The Remains of the Day. You're so tall! And you have such a baby face! I was gonna stop and look at him anyway.
Hi, you.
Are you 4 people in a trench coat? Are you 4 boys in a trench coat? You have such a baby face. They're a problem.
Yeah, you seem to think you can just walk by me without a word.
Do I know you? This isn't your turf. Why should I have to tell you anything?
I'm not here to chat. If you don't want to get hurt, you will leave all the cash you've got and get lost.
Huh, so this is a shakedown? You should pick your targets better. I don't have a single yen for chumps like you.
Then I guess we'll do this the hard way. I hope you're insured.
It's a giant baby? Why is this happening? Mr. Shakedown! Oh, fuck me, look at you. Right, I might switch to fast mode just for a second. Punch, 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 and then slam him and then back away. Oh, fuck me, that was a lot of damage! Oh my god! Jesus Christ! What the fuck? What just happened? Did I die? I thought I still had some health left. Oh, we did enough damage to break the cutscene, I guess.
Huh. You're not half bad. I'll let you off the hook this time.
What?
If I'm having trouble with somebody like you, I need to change my training regimen. Time to bump up the intensity. Which is going to be expensive. If I want to save up that kind of money, I've got some shaking down to do.
Hey, you okay, man? Yeah. You just had the misfortune of meeting Hiroya Igashira, Mr. Shakedown. Mr. Shakedown? Yeah, he'll go after anybody that crosses his path, and then he takes everything they've got. You seem like you can hold your own in a fight, but that guy's on a whole nother level. If he sets his sights on you, you run for it. He's definitely more than your average tough guy could handle. Still, I wish somebody would come along and beat all that stolen money out of him. What, did he get you too? Damn right he did. Took my whole holiday bonus. I knew I should have made a beeline to the bank with it. You got paid in cash? What the fuck? Are these people even in the 1980s, why would you get paid in cash as a bonus? Next time you're sitting on a stack of cash. It's Japan, is that a thing? Oh, and rumor has it Igashira's not the only Mr. Shakedown, and that they aren't just a Kamurocho thing. Stay sharp if you ever go out of town. They still have bank books, really? Mr. Shakedown, huh? He's insanely tough. I probably haven't seen the last of him. Better keep my eyes peeled. Is he just gonna be around? Just kinda hunting like Jaws for money? If you lose to Mr. Shakedown in battle, you lose all the money you have. If you spot him in the street, the safest tactic is to run away before he can rope you into fighting. Holy shit! My old job still paid via paper checks. I've never seen a check. I don't know if that shows my age or not, or whatever, but I have never seen a check in real life. I think the first time I saw a check was when I watched Big Lebowski, and he writes a check for some milk or whatever. If you can beat Mr. Shakedown, you'll reclaim all the money he's stolen. The amount he's carrying varies at different times. Oh. Okay. Interesting. I got my first check ever here in Hong Kong for my health insurance. I should just head home for tonight. Yeah, sure. Let's go home. Let's avoid giant baby men. Hello. You got pocket tissues. Why is this a thing? Am I meant to wipe myself with these or something in the street? My friend was telling me their work tried to pay them in a type of Bitcoin that they refused to convert into money because that cost money. Yeah, that seems unbelievably shady and illegal, right? I remember I got sucked into that a little bit when I was a little bit more naive about the world. I bought like €5 or €10 worth of Dogecoin at one point. I don't know how much that is now. I don't bother checking. The tissues are a marketing thing in Japan. They have an ad on them. Really? So it'll just say like, come to this bar or whatever. I can pay for my sub in WoW Gold, Dreya. Is that okay? Is that a thing? Can you buy things outside of WoW with WoW Gold? Is WoW still big enough? The bastard? Who's that? Oh, some boys! Okay, run. Boys! Is there a sprint button? There is a sprint button. I just want to sleep. Leave me alone. Hello, miss. Your mouth isn't moving. I kept buying Second Life Lindens to convert into Bitcoin to buy weed on Silk Road. It's like a whole different world to me. I thought about buying Bitcoin when it was around 150, but I couldn't bother. Oh yeah, the Bitcoin thing is fully gone now, right? It's burst. Like if you did buy Bitcoin when it was like €150, then you'd be flush right now. But now there's no point, right? It's like 60 grand a Bitcoin. Is this the way home? Yeah, it's a bit like saying maybe I could win the slots. It's all gambling, right? Am I meant to do a taxi? You can travel to Kiryu's apartment from here. Yeah, sure. Fine. Can I hide my money under my mattress or something so I don't get it stolen by Mr. Baby? Feels like I haven't been home in forever. Way too much has happened the last couple of days. Yeah, we fought a big muscle tattoo boy. Well, this looks kind of nice. It's not a bad place. A lot of rubbish on the streets, that's a thing. It's gambling, and everyone who tells you otherwise is either stupid or wants to scam. I think you can get a secure wallet item which will hold a certain amount that can't be stolen. Am I not walking the right way? I guess not. Up here? Can I zoom out on the map? No, don't go to here. Please walk. Am I meant to go up here? I am. Is this my flat? I've got a vest. I should probably wear that. It would look less silly than whatever I've got going on right now. Do we live together? We're definitely lovers. Jay, your flat is a dump. I don't know. Just looking at this in 2023 vision, I take this. This would probably be $1,000 a month now in Cork. No, this would be more. This would be like $2,000 a month. A room to yourself? That's like $2 or $3 grand. Oh, we eat terribly. Says Mr. Grine. I found some vegan tuna in Spain. Like a jar of tuna, and ate it, and it came in some brine, and I drank it again, and it was nice. They sell vegan tuna. There we go. I think it was called Vuna, as like V and then tuna. It was quite good. I mean, I had it in a sandwich and then sipped the brine, and I was like, oh, this takes me back. This feels like I'm 14 again. Like my average lunches when I was 14 were instant noodles and a plain demi baguette and a tin of tuna. That was my standard childhood lunch. Just disgusting, but very cheap.
そのことなんだけどよ、キリュウ。実はな、 投稿クレジットの社長さっき殺されたぞ
Nani? There we go, yes.
ニュースになってる会社の中で撃ち殺されてたらしいあの社長はクゼの指示でお前を殻の一坪におびき出したんだろう多分クゼがその口封じに殺させたんだクゼあいつ
You're in the It's baffling to me that they're so confused about people being murdered when they're in the mafia. That's kind of their whole thing. You mean somebody got killed in the mafia?
そんなもんがありゃ苦労しねえか錦お前立花不動産って知ってるか
I've forgotten what that is.
立花不動産
Are you wearing like a fake dog tag?
立花って男が来たんだ
Ugh.
殻の一粒を手にする
I know this is set in the 80s, but their fashion feels very shit early 2000s. Oh, he was the twink with the glove, that's it. We did the sort of sexy shower in his house, and then the game was too much of a coward to show penis. Or ass. Not even an ass. Cowards.
立花不動産は町に事務所構えてるような真っ当な会社じゃねえ。俺も聞きかじりだけどよ。
Japanese fashion was ahead of the curve.
カムロ町に特化した不動産乗っ取
He
り
is
の
wearing the
スペシャリスト
ugliest shirt I've ever seen.
不動産乗っ取りああ今カムロ町は狭い土地に飲み屋やら風俗やら店がひしめき合って空きがねえしかもそのほとんどを東上界の極道たちが仕切ってる
Is this a real neighborhood of
立花
Tokyo?
不動産は
Or is this
その
fake
カムロ町の
for the
鉄
game?
の壁に穴を開けることができるんだ鉄の壁に
I'd wear that shirt.
どんなに繁盛してる店だろうが立花不動産が目をつけりゃ数日持たずに中の人間は追い出されちまう金脅迫嫌がらせヤクザ顔負けのやり口で店潰しちゃ空きになった不動産を転売するって話だたとえ東上界のケツ持ちと勝ち合おうがお構いなしにな
just blank
今時の不動
face.
産周りは
He
金
is
の足塚
zoned
の
out.
競争だ得体の知れない連中が群がってるけどその中でも立花不動産は不動
It's not a real place, but it's based on a real place called Kabukiko. Kabukicho.
そのくらい
Kabukicho?
厄介な連中ってことだ
I'm ignorant and stupid.
けどそいつらがおめえの味方につくとなると面白くなるな信用できる相手ならの話だなんで俺を引き込もうとするのか立
A
花
real place called Banjo Kazooie.
なら明日少し突っ込んで立花不動産を調べてみようぜ探ってみる価値はある
Do people like Banjo Kazooie unironically? Because I've seen people play it.
お前が俺と
And
一
it
緒に動
looks
けば
really
堂島組に目をつけられる
shit.
関わるな
Is it one of those things like GoldenEye? Like GoldenEye 007, that game that it looks like unplayably bad, but people like it because of nostalgia and are blind? It's like blinded by childhood memories when they had serotonin. And then they play it again and go like, it's still good, it's still good, I'm still happy, I can still feel. It's still good. Maybe Nishki's right and I should accept Takebana's offer, but I need more to go on before I can trust him. I should hit the town to see what I can find out about him, sure. Do people enjoy things? Do they have fun? Gather info. Good goal to have. Oh, cats! Can I go, like, pick up a cat? Let me pick up a cat. Is that a fox? Or is that another cat? I think that's a fox. Let me pick up the fox. Cowards. I'm not allowed to pick up the fox. Go to Kamurocho. Let's go. I know, it's just, it's part of that genre of collectathons, I think they're called, where the entire aim of the game is just to run around and pick up like puzzle pieces or whatever, and I don't really fundamentally understand it. Right, I guess we need to pick up information. Let's ram these people just to annoy them. Like the Lego games. Yes, I have no interest in the Lego games as well for that reason. They're kind of midway between that and Brawlers, I think, weirdly. Hi. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I just wasn't expecting her to get fucking blown apart like that. Or Warcraft. I've never played a single Warcraft game, World of or regular. I never will. I think the games look a bit annoying, and I don't think I'd be interested. And World of Warcraft looks particularly shit.
Oi.
You still... Oh, a Yakuza boss. You still haven't found the president of Takibana Real Estate? Our boss ain't a patient man, and we've been keeping him waiting a long time. Who are these guys?
I'm sorry, sir, but the guy's a shadow. Doesn't leave a trace. The informants in this town can tell you anything, except when it has to do with Takibana.
Wait, none of them? Then what? Takibana's bought them all?
Ah!
I'm saying he's paid them all enough to keep quiet. Really the kind of guy he say he is. It's possible. Shit. I wonder if there's any way to outspend him.
With what money, sir? We don't really have any.
Then get the hell out there and find some information. Forget the informants. Go hit one of the businesses he's bought out. Okay, that's a hint for us, I guess. They're wonderful games, but leave it be. They're Rust, but way worse. I don't know. I'm never gonna go back. It's not one of those games I think you go back without nostalgia. Like, if you haven't played World of Warcraft, now is not the time to get into it, right? I can't imagine they have many new sign-ups for World of Warcraft. Oh my god, how do you find a place for that English peasant accent in every game? When I think of underling, I think of that voice. Right, we need to go hit up a business, apparently. Are you a business? Hello. How are you? What are you selling? I don't know. Are you a business? It's pink, so I thought I'd be able to go in. I guess not. Oh, some boys. Okay, let's brawl. Hello, boys. Oh, it's Yakuza. I thought we were fine. Like, I thought they weren't gonna, like, beat the shit out of me. I mean, we were tired. Can I punch him on the ground? There we go. I like how they don't just gang up on me. They're just like, we'll just wait until he's ready. We'll queue up to fight him. Okay, these are pretty pathetic boys. There we go. Extra 125 grand. I'm gonna take off these ears because they're starting to hurt for some reason. Or is it the cat ears? Oh, that is kind of painful. WoW is doing good. The latest expansion is good. I'm playing right now. I just can't believe you. Like, not in a sort of, oh, I can't believe you play WoW way, but I just can't believe that it's good. I think it's good to you because you played it when you were 14, I'm guessing. But now you can't play it and go, oh, I'm gonna get into WoW. Oh, it's a Sega building. I can guarantee you wouldn't like it. Sega High-Tech Land. Oh, there's, arcades? That's Space Harrier. It's 100 yen to play. It came out when I was 15. I started at 19. Really? Oh, God. I feel like that's too old to start WoW. I feel like you start WoW when you're 14, and then you play embarrassingly late, and then you just have it as like a tainted little hobby for the rest of your life because you're too addicted to stop. It's definitely good, but you're way too tainted for that world. That's Space Harrier, 100 yen to play. Sure, I'll play. I don't know what this is. I didn't have my own internet before that, or I would have. Entertain yourself 10 times. Is there a masturbation minigame? Is there a pissing minigame in this? It's been a while since we've had one of them. And I don't know why. This might be a racist thing to say. It feels like if any game was going to have a pissing minigame, a Japanese game would have it. What was I think the last game I played with a pissing minigame was The Good Life, which was Japanese. Is Tainted Little Hobby, an Alanis Morissette song. I think Jagged Little Pill is okay. I don't really like Alanis Morissette though. I listened to it too many times because my mum really liked it. Yakuza 2 has a piss game. Yes, there we go. I knew it. Insert coins. How do I... No, don't quit the game. Switch screen type. How do I... Insert a credit is Y. Okay. Is this an actual game? Is this a game from 1985 or is this fake? I bet you had a great time regardless. I don't believe people like that game, really. Yes, this is a real game. Is it good? Probably not, it's from the 80s. Real game, all of them are. Use the start button. What's the start button? It doesn't say start. I feel like, did this game come out when it had start and select on the controllers? It just has like a weird little triple line menu button and a... like 2 squares. I don't know what a start button is. Is it this one?
Welcome
it is.
to the family zone. Get ready.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What do I do? Oh, what the fuck is this? I feel like I'm instantly motion sick. Am I doing this? Oh, they're rocks! I thought they were clouds.
Get ready.
Fuck me. This came out in the 80s? It's pretty good for 85. I like the music. This is why I don't go to arcades and never went to arcades. I feel like I'm already bored of this. Did people just have much better attention spans, or was it just that there was nothing else to do?
Get ready.
Like, why am I flying? Many more battle scenes will soon be something or other. Get good, customer. Is this a boss? It's making like ding ding noises, which implies it's not working. Oh, fucker! Okay, I came. Fantastic. Like, I feel like this is pretty shit, right? Can I leave? How do I quit the game? Yeah. Bye. No more Space Harrier, please. Is this just all Space Harrier, or are there other games? Hello, are you a business that I can shake down or whatever I was told to do? No worries. You know how I keep going, oh my god, you need to play this game to you? I would never say that about WoW. Stick to Twitter and Ubook. Is Ubook real, or is that a joke about Facebook? I genuinely don't know. I mean, Facebook is exclusively for the over 50s at this point, right? I know for a fact that some of you are on Facebook, and it baffles me because Facebook is exclusively for baby boomers and older Gen X types, right? Like, my dad is on Facebook, and I know very few people who are younger than 50 who are on it. A place Tacubana Real Estate bought out. Maybe someone there can tell me about them. Where is this place? I mean, you, maybe. You are on Facebook. I have not logged into my Facebook in a long time. I'm trying to leave Facebook, but there's people I'd never see again if I deleted it. I finally moved Emma, convinced her to move over to like WhatsApp and Discord, and so I no longer needed like Facebook Messenger. She was the last holdout, so I do not use Facebook anymore. I haven't deleted my account, I had 2 accounts. I had one for the sort of channel and one for me as a person, and I deleted one of them. Emma liked a post of mine just today. Yeah, but Emma has the soul of a 45-year-old. Which is even then still too young to be on Facebook. In Australia, we all mainly contact each other via Messenger. I feel like that was true many years ago here. WhatsApp is technically Facebook, yes, but you don't have to have the account, which is nice. I know it's owned by Facebook because many messaging apps are. Every dating site? I've never used a dating site. I'm not surprised that they're owned by Facebook. Instagram, yes, I don't use Instagram either, but that's owned by Facebook. They bought up a lot of shit, didn't they? They're like the Disney of social media. I'm surprised Disney haven't bought up more. I use Facebook as not as many dickheads as Twitter, on mine anyway. I deleted Reddit, I'm pleased to say. The Reddit changes and everything closing down. You fool, I love when Rosie comes in with an arrow of truth. I got so just out of Reddit that I just uninstalled it and deleted my account and stuff, so that's fine. And I'm debating doing that with Twitter as well. Maybe I'll just go social media free, except for Discord. Because I have made Twitter a little bit better. Right? A little bit. I installed an extension that automatically blocks anybody subscribed to Twitter Blue. So all blue check marks that don't have over 1 million followers get auto-blocked now. And it's made Twitter noticeably slightly better. Not that much better, but slightly better. Also, I went to auto-block. There used to be a thing, and I never did it at the time, but there was a way you could import lists of people into a block list on Twitter, but they removed that last year. And I was like, fuck, because I was going to do it. You could find a list of like a community created list of like 500,000 notorious TERFs on Twitter. And you could download that list, import it into your Twitter account, and have it auto-block all of them. But they removed that functionality because, current owners, basically, that would hurt their business. Hello and welcome to the Sega Arcade. What can I do for you? Nothing? I don't think anything. I mean, if you can't tell me about Glove Twink, I'm not sure what you can do for me. You can't even say cis now. Yes, they have Elon Musk announced that cisgender and cis are a slur, which is intensely stupid. I don't think it's being enforced, because how the fuck would you? Change the prizes? Please give me just a minute. What? Thank you for waiting. Okay, I'm gonna leave now because you're baffling to me. Bye. See ya. Don't want to play old arcade games. As shit as video games are, play the UFO catcher. Is it like a claw game? Because as shit as video games are, they have gotten better than the 80s. Oh, is this the UFO catcher? Oh god, oh no. I wouldn't mind the lizard. I think the lizard is fun. And I like the pink cowboy squirrel. I like that. That's kind of fun. Which is the X button? That one. Move claw left is A. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, that's not gonna catch it. Oh, maybe. Oh! Lizard! No! No! Oh! Lizard! Sweet. Can I pick that up? Oh, I get 3 fucking turns? That's amazing. Ooh, give me more lizards. I want more lizards. Oh fuck, I didn't hold it down at all. Okay, well this one's fucked. Unless you can scoop the frill. Just kind of scoop him over the edge. Oh! Quite close. This one. That's about right. See now I see now I have become a gacha addict. They're better still because you get something guaranteed. I would never do this in real life. I have never used a claw machine to my knowledge, but I like them in video games, I guess, because there's no... Did I get that lizard, by the way? I want that lizard. And also I want the pink squirrel. I like the pink squirrel. I'll do that as well. How many yen am I spending in this? Is this 100 yen? Over here. Like that. And then... here? I'd need to catch the tail. Ah, fucker. Oh! A double? Come on. Oh! 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 I despise how into this I am. I want that pink squirrel. The blue squirrel does nothing for me. I want the pink squirrel. Right, grab the tail. Oh, fuck me. It's like... I was about to say, it's like being edged by a claw. Right over here. We'll go for this one. Then, like this. I still think that's not gonna work. Oh, maybe. There's a chance. Go on, get them both. Oh, fucker. God damn it. My son played on one of these when he was about 5 and had no idea getting one is not a definite thing. When he got nothing, he was quiet for 30 minutes before bursting into tears on the bus. That is unbelievably sad. As somebody who hates and does not care about children, even that made even me sad. Because I remember being that kid. I remember like having that kind of experience. That is devastating. He was deeply devastated. What got me was he tried to be brave as we taught him crying over toys isn't okay. Oh God. I hope they come to Germany. I mean, if there are any, they'll be in Berlin. Might check. But gacha games? Incredibly touching and traumatizing. It's the sort of thing that your child will probably remember that forever, right? The sort of thing that will probably just come to him as an adult, just like lying in bed. He'll probably just go like, oh, I remember when I did that. I'm gonna do one more of these, by the way. Give me the fucking pink squirrel. Like that. Pink squirrel. Let's call it character. Shush, don't. It's making me sad again. Oh, come on! Give me the fucking squirrel. I need to catch it right at the base of the tail. Like that. Please. Give me the fucking squirrel. Oh, that might work. Come on. Come on, just get the hook in there. Oh, no! Right onto the fucking rim. The, like, glens area of the hat. Grab it on the neck, like, right in that little section there. That might do it. This might work. Tighten. Come on. Oh! 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 Alright, well, bye. Got greedy. Right, where can I find a business? A business that is owned by Glove Twink. I mean, they're probably not going to be signposted, right? Like, this is owned by Glove Twink. Oh. This guy's a Redditor. Whoa, what? I'm telling you, I cannot pay. I'm dead broke right now. He's a party boy, apparently.
Don't give me that bullshit, Tubbs. I watched your sorry ass come out of the Southland last night.
What?
Yeah, then you marched your little buddies around from club to club drinking till dawn, living pretty large for a broke guy, ain't you?
You were spying on me?
You're goddamn right. You know how many different lenders you've ticked over, pork chop? It's collection day, and your ass is getting beat.
A female collections agent? A woman? Sounds like a real ball buster. Do people talk like this? Extremely skillful voice acting on this stream. I cannot do a feminine voice. How do you get so angry? I cannot do a feminine voice. I've never done any of that, like, voice training stuff that trans people and or voice actors do, where they can, you know, do multiple voices. Haha, she's terrifying as ever. Oh, is this the fucking American prospector boy? Less Pythony, which is progress. Bacchus? What, she a friend of yours?
Golden them there hills.
You got that right. Sure wouldn't make an enemy of her. That there's Miss Tatsu, the debt collector. She's a legend in Yokohama. You start with breathless and move into talking in the front of your voice box, apparently, but it's a lot of breathless. So, oh, breathy. I thought you meant like expel all the air from your lungs. Breathy voice. Hi. Breathy. And then front of your voice box. Hi. Hello. It's not really working for me. Miss Tatsuo. She takes on the jobs that make the other collection boys run away crying, and she always gets the cash. Maybe my directions are bad, but it's better than the Monty Python one. Her style's bold, blunt, and brutal. Add that to a bulldog's own tenacity, and you get one mean bite, my boy. Woo-hoo. You seem awfully familiar with her methods. Is this the voice of personal experience? You got me, boy. I was this close to getting my face caved in over a silly little debt a while back. Why am I not surprised? Why am I talking to this man? Hey, look over there, boy. We're about to see what makes our lady Miss Tatsu so incredible. You think you can get the money out of me? I'd like to see you try.
You boys and your tiny toys. You think your little butter knife there is going to stop me?
Drop the tough act, sugar tits. That was one of the best terms ever. Drop the tough act, sugar tits. I put a dozen dudes in the hospital with this baby. Oh, he's holding a little baby knife. If you have a tear-stained apology ready for me, though, I'll hear you out.
That's my line, sugar moves. Except the part about hearing you out, since you'll be too dead. Now make your move.
Pulling a weapon on a woman? That's going too far. I'm stopping this. Jesus. I love it. Sugar moves. No need, boy. Just wait. Huh? But she's a woman. No blinking now, boy. Keep those eyes on Miss Tatsu. And showtime. Me and who? Oh, Jesus Christ, did she just break his arms? Oh, fucker.
Damn it.
This might be the best thing in the world. That's rad. It's like me when I saw that one scene in Game of Thrones where Brienne of Tarth like beats the shit out of that one guy and throws him in like a sparring arena. Just zooms in close up on my face. That's rad. Whoa, those moves. Thank you for the clip, Weekdays. Looks like that beatdown gave you a few ideas. Could you please hide that erection? Yeah, more than a few.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic, boy. Hope you're ready to put them into practice. What? Look over yonder. Looks like our bad guy here's got some friends. Okay, cool. I don't know any more fucking voices. Oh shit, Jinku's getting beat to hell. He paid the tab last night. We'll say we pay him back by sucker punching this crazy bitch. This is the best dialogue I've ever seen in a game. Hear that, boy? These dim bulbs are planning on getting the drop on the little lady from behind. Remember that old man voice of her make a Red Dead Redemption 2 server? Sounds that way. Lovely crowd. They're a perfect match for the sort of scum that'd pull a knife on a woman. You just saw her break both of his arms. Why don't you... Sorry, I just read ahead. Why don't you give him a little demo of what a man's supposed to be? None of that woman bullshit. She can't fight because of her ovaries. Makes her weak. And no saying this doesn't involve you this time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. She can clearly defend herself, but there's a whole pack of them. I'm jumping in. Gotta rescue her.
Yes.
This is classic strong woman stereotype in games and in movies, where it's like you establish that she's got like she can fight just like a boy, and there'll probably be a line like, "Oh, I grew up with brothers" or something. But then have a challenge that's too hard, so she needs the man to save her anyway. So you get both, you know, you get to have the male fantasy and also have a cool badass woman. Right, let's fight, I guess. They'll come flying right out if she so much as lifts a leg. I mean, yeah, like, she'll probably get her period mid-fight and not be able to fight anymore. You can't have a woman fighting. The hell do you, thuggish coward, the hell do you want? You know, there's that lizard that can spray blood out of its eye. It can squirt blood out of its eyes if there's a threat. And it, like, freaks out predators. And it just, like, blinds them and then it runs away. It, like, squirts blood out of its eyes. You could, maybe that's the idea? Like, you could you train yourself? Sorry, don't. What? That is the thing. Not like using a period as that, but there is a thing that uses blood as a weapon, right? Lizard blood eyes? Oh, I'm expecting deviant art results. Blood squirting lizard, National Geographic. Blood shooting eyes, blood squirting lizard. There we go. Many videos. Look at his little face. He looks so satisfied that he's shooting blood.
You're about to witness one of the most bizarre pieces of defensive weaponry ever devised by Mother Nature.
Oh, it's so cool. 200k anyone. This is not as bad as the frog that births the babies on the back, is it?
Has there
Look
ever
how
been
cool
a
this is. This is a fucking cool lizard.
use of an eye socket?
That's a lot of blood, though. Jesus. What the... Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? It's so much blood. I feel like it would empty out like a juice box. It feels like if you just squished a Capri Sun with the straw in it.
Or of blood?
I hate American nature documentaries, where if this was English, it would just be a quiet either David Tennant or David Attenborough just going like, and now you see the blood exiting the eye. And then it would just be some like classical music and it would just show footage of the thing. Whereas this one, it's like, this lizard's got a badass aspect to him. And then the editing and some rock music. They really have to jam home that this is entertainment.
Bloody lizard lives near saguaro trees in the Sonoran Desert in Mexico. A bird drops
Bam! Look at this fella. It's like even more irritating than Steve Irwin.
Ants to munch on. And in turn, the regal horned lizard munches on the ants.
Oh,
The ants make it their business
poor
to
ants.
fight back, looking for a chink in the lizard's body armor.
Oh, look at his little hands.
Unfortunately for the ants, the regal horned lizard has a sticky tongue with pretty good aim,
He's so white, looks like a burger. Oh, I love him.
and it's immune to ant venom. And its
handy.
body can actually get all the moisture it needs from the ants, which make up 90% of its diet. Just as the ants are stalked by the lizard,
Well, the ants are
lizard
kinda
is
cute, too.
stalked by a
Fat little
coyote,
dragon.
the next link on the food chain.
Oh, is that a coyote or a dingo? I don't know where this is set. Where is this?
The coyote,
Coyote.
is fast, deft, and determined. The
Oh,
lizard
leave him
finally
alone.
has a reason
They're
to
both
deploy
cute.
its
Oh,
doomsday weapon.
his little body. Oh,
That swelling below the lizard's eye isn't a tear duct. It's high-octane coyote repellent, aka blood. Let her rip.
oh.
Blood pressure builds up to the point where the lizard can actually shoot blood out of its eye with the precision aim of a sharpshooter. And yes, it's nothing more than plain old blood.
Oh, he looks so cool. Oh my god, that is the coolest fucking eye makeup I've ever seen on an animal.
Plain old
That's not a high bar. I don't really see a lot of those images, but that's so fucking cool.
blood.
Ah!
The coyote wisely retreats to find a less feisty meal. Game, set, match. Victory
God, I fucking hate Americans. Let it rip, exactly. I hate Americans.
to the blood-squirting regal horned lizard.
Oh, I love him. What an adorable friend. What a good boy. I liked him a lot. He's a good lizard. The hell do you want? So I'm just saying, maybe she could, you know. I'm sure there's some schlocky horror movie from the 80s that uses that as some sort of mechanic. Of course you're watching a squirting video. Game, set, match. Tennis would be so much more entertaining with offensive blood spurts as a play technique. You could do... Who's the anti-vexer? You could do it to him forcibly.
Oi.
You guys planning to sucker punch that woman in the back? Punch her in the womb. Grab her tits. Just... What other horrible dialogue are we gonna see? I just don't believe American documentary voice actors. Yeah, they just seem so over the top. It's so stupid. It really takes me out. I can't watch nature documentaries if they're American. It feels xenophobic to say, but like, if I see that a nature documentary has an American host, I can't watch it. Like, it annoys me too much. You think I want that psycho bitch to see me coming? We'll drop her before she can get those claws out. Step, grind vagina. I am confident that that is a Silent Hill. I hate when they say Fahrenheit and don't translate it. I struggle talking to Americans IRL. We'll drop her before she can get those claws out. I don't think in that cutscene she scratched anybody. That's what I'd associate with claws. I don't care how tough she is. You don't hit a woman. Oh, Jesus Christ. Man, we've come a long... No, we haven't really come a long way. I'm trying to think of, like, action properties that are helmed by women actors. And I can really only think of Aliens and, like, Mad Max Fury Road. As in that are good. And just let the characters be cool and fight and get, like, bloody and fucked up. Instead of being, like, you know, getting punched, like a Marvel movie where like Black Widow gets punched in the face 11 times and then just has full makeup still. I don't care how tough she is, you don't hit a woman. Needing a group to do it is just pathetic. You call yourselves men. It's because TV makers and states have paralyzing fear of folks losing interest. Yes, with the utter onslaught of adverts yelling in your face 24/7, folks lose concentration. Oh yeah, Terminator 2 is another one. That's another good one. Both James Cameron, actually. That and Aliens. It's shocking how shit he's gotten. I joke a lot about James Cameron. It is shocking how bad his movies are compared to Aliens and Terminator 2. Because they are so good. Terminator 1 I prefer, but they're so good. And look at him now. 16 Avatar movies and The Abyss. Ugh. The fuck did you just say? I've got testicles. I've got a penis with a glands and everything. Do you want to see it? I've got chest hair. I've got a big mouth and a death wish, pal. Yo, we're dropping this guy before we take care of the broad. The broad! When was the last time I recommended people watch the best Alien movie, Alien 3? Is that the one directed by David Fincher? The one he sort of disowned? Goons! Okay, let's go. Switch to Beast Style. Oh shit, yes! You can switch to Beast Style by pressing that. Try switching to Beast Style. Press X while near a large weapon to pick it up and swing it. Absolutely. Yes. It said it's his biggest regret. I mean, I don't really like David Fincher that much, but that's insane. Oh, this is unbelievably good. Do it again. Please. No, pick up the thing. Come on, run. Oh, we could barely fucking move. There we go. This is the best thing I've ever done. This is so fucking good. Holding left B, LB, that's this shoulder one maybe? I don't really like him. His music videos are better than his movies. I like Zodiac a lot. Can I think of another David Fincher thing I like? Not 100% sure, but I do like Zodiac a lot. What I'm saying is to watch it, not to like it, but watch it. Zodiac I remember being alright. Zodiac's very good from what I remember. Haven't seen it in a while. What else has he done? David Fincher. Fight Club. I hate Fight Club. 7 I haven't seen. Oh, Gone Girl. Gone Girl's pretty good. I like 2 movies by him. I like Gone Girl and Zodiac. Gone Girl is... I'm never going to watch it again, but I liked Gone Girl quite a bit. Zodiac is really good. I have not seen any other of his movies and don't intend to. Oh no, I've seen Fight Club and hate it. He did Mank. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Ugh. Anyway, here we go. I never understood Fight Club. I find Fight Club so sanctimonious and tiresome. Like, the point of Fight Club, you know, whether it does this well or not is up to you, but the point of Fight Club is that Tyler Durden's meant to be kind of a prick and spouting these nonsense lines, but it gets so tiring. It's so boring to me. Just like, you know, Brad Pitt spouting these pseudo-intellectual lines. And I'm like, I just don't find it entertaining or fun. There are more interesting characters in Fight Club that are side characters. Like, make it about, is it Helena Bonham Carter's in that? She has stuff to be fucking sad about. The main character doesn't. Second rule of Fight Club is that it's shit. At least you get to see Jared Leto get beaten so badly that he is damaged for life. Because that's a bit like living out some sort of fantasy. Use LB to guard. Let's see, withstand enemy resistance. Fine, let's do that. Guard. Oh, guard while barehanded. Fine, I need to break this. We're guarding. It's so shit. Use beast-style moves to pulverize the pack of cowards. Amazing. Fight Club was a satire that's been embraced by the people who's been living. Yes, it's the film version of the Vindaloo song. It is, but I don't really like it even as a satire. I find it irritatingly on the nose, which is why it's even more baffling that people don't get it. Like, I don't it feels like a sort of, it's like Starship Troopers in no way, aside from what I'm about to say, where it feels like a satire but almost not enough of a satire. Like, Starship Troopers is a shit movie. It has fun bits, but it's not enough of a satire to be fun, like RoboCop. RoboCop's great. Starship Troopers just feels like a weaker, kind of shitter version of that. And Fight Club feels similar to me. Like, it's not enough of a satire to be interesting in my head. I also hate the evil psychosis trope / schizophrenic. Yes, that is basically the entire point. It's a fine line between satire and homage. I feel like it tries to have its cake and eat it too, right? Where it is very obviously a satire, but it also kind of revels in it, right? It revels in the whole, oh, look at these people and their bodies oiled up and fighting, and it's actually really cool. And then it kind of goes at the end, oh, weren't you wrong to think they were cool? And it's like, you're kind of doing that, but it's fine. I don't hate Fight Club, but I don't like it in any way. I think it's very overrated. It's like, I think The Matrix has aged a lot better than Fight Club. I think the Fight Club in many ways is a shit version of The Matrix. I struggle with Starship Troopers, but love RoboCop and Total Recall. I love RoboCop. RoboCop's amazing. Total Recall is fine. Starship Troopers is less fine, but watchable. Made me feel like if my mental illness association got worse, I'd become a villain. That is very much a trope of especially 80s and 90s movies. Actually, 90s in particular. That was all over the 90s. We can all watch Alien 3 and then do one of these deep critiques of it fresh in the mind. I might watch RoboCop again. Emma has never finished RoboCop. She hates it. I love RoboCop. It is a perfect wacky satire of Reagan-era America. Use beast-style moves to pulverize the cowards, by the way. This fucking music, I know. Go. Can I dodge? Oh, I'm fucking holding a boy. That's why I'm so slow. Pick up a milk crate or something. There we go. Beat the shit out of them. Amazing. Can I break one of their arms? Right. I don't know how much I'm going to be using this because it feels very unwieldy, but it is very fun to look at. I can pick up a motorbike! Never mind, this is all I'm going to be using. Incredible. Unbelievably good. My thoughts is that the aesthetic looked cool, but the story was really bad. For Alien 3, I've heard exactly that, basically. Is it raining or is that in the game? That's in the game. What is this guy? All of us beating on him. It's like he doesn't even feel it. The woman didn't help at all. Didn't they kill off an important character? Spoilers for Alien 3, right? The reason I didn't watch it, and the reason that when Emma and I rewatched some of the Alien movies, we skipped Alien 3, is Aliens might be a perfect movie. Her relationship with Newt and Hicks is so incredibly well done in a way that feels very unusual for a blockbuster movie and an action movie and a James Cameron movie and everything. It's so well done and well written. Her and Hicks and Newt are all perfect together and it's fantastic. It's a really satisfying ending. At the end of Aliens, they all seal themselves into a cryo sleep thing and it ends and they drift off into space. And then Alien 3, she wakes up and they're all dead. They were like, oh, well, we can't have her be happy for a second. So they're all dead. And she just immediately moves on to somebody else. And it feels very much like a slap in the face. So, yeah. It's like, oh, but that relationship and that sort of romance that she had with Hicks is honestly probably one of the best written, like, meeting and love stories in Hollywood. It's amazing. It's so good and subtly done. Her relationship with Newt is incredible. Like, the fact that they let this character, who is kind of genderless in the first one, which is also fine, but the fact that they let her embrace kind of aspects of motherhood and femininity while still being this fucking hard iron, like, badass action hero. It's so well done and interesting and cool. And then they just kill them all. It's like, oh, fuck off. But the alien in Alien 3 comes out of a dog. That's, yeah, there we go. I rest my case. What is this guy? All of us beating on him and it's like he doesn't even feel it. You want more? I'm not leaving till I at least punch that uppity bitch out. Fucking hell. They are properly sexist. The Thing does that better, and only Alien 1 has a cat. Alien 2 has a cat in it, not as much, but Jones is still in the opening. I think maybe only in the... Is that only in the extended edition? The director's cut, which is better? It's weird. The director's cut of Alien is terrible. Not terrible, but it's not nearly as good as the theatrical cut. It's one of the only director's cuts I've seen, and I've gone, oh, the theatrical's way better. Why would you ever do this? Whereas the director's cut of Aliens is fantastic. The Thing is also fantastic. I love The Thing. The Thing is maybe... Oh, is it my... It might be my favorite horror movie, The Thing. I love The Thing. I recently decided to check out more Paul Verhoeven films. That might be a mistake, just from what I know about Verhoeven. I realized he did Hollow Man and Showgirls. There we go. So watched Hollow Man. Still Showgirls to go. Showgirls, I still haven't seen it. It is infamously considered up there as one of the worst movies of all time, but entertaining regardless. Like, Showgirls is regularly ranked as, like, top 10 worst movies ever made by a person, right? I haven't seen it in 20 years, but I liked it. Paul Verhoeven directed probably one of the best movies ever, Soldat van Orange, or Soldier of Orange. I've never even heard of it. I know his most recent movie, because Paul Verhoeven, if you don't know, is kind of like a sex pervert. He's like he makes a lot of, like, pervy, weird sex thrillers. I think his most recent one was well liked. It was about, like, a lesbian nun, I think. It's called, like, Bernadetta or something like that. I've heard that's pretty good, but I haven't seen it. Well, if it isn't Porky's Little Friends. I saw you boys crawling the bars last night. Another one of those, yes. Sex perverts, I mean. But I must be hearing things. Sorry, forgot her voice. But I must be hearing things, because it sounded like you said something about punching a bitch out. If you're interested, this bitch is ready to go. Sex pervert, also known as Dutch. I mean, I'm not going to disagree. No, ma'am, that's just crazy. What kind of man would punch a lady? And we're with a group. So pathetic. Ha 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 ha. Right, now pick that sad sack lying over there and get the hell out of my sight. I got what I came here for. I've got no use for him now. What, did you steal a kidney? I didn't see you taking money from him. Yes, ma'am. I hate your elbow patches. Bacchus, it's been a while.
Yeah.
It makes sense. As soon as Kevin Bacon becomes invisible in Hollow Man, he becomes a sex pest. I think I'd be too guilty to become a sex pest even if I was invisible. The temptation might be there. Recently watched a Dutch streamer go, why are showers in other countries always so low? And everyone in chat went to they're not. Dutch people are so fucking tall. I know it's a Route 1 observation about the Dutch, but the only time, because I'm small. I'm not a tall boy, right? I'm a small person. But the only time I have ever actually felt small was when I went to the Netherlands. I was so small compared to them. Like, everybody seemed to be looming at least 2 heads above me. I was like, oh, I felt like a hobbit. It was ridiculous. It's the Viking colonialism. See, Ireland has that as well, but we didn't get any of the height. We're all fucking weird bog livers. I mean, many stereotypes are weirdly accurate. Cough, music, and Irish pubs. I didn't know that was unusual. But yeah, like one of our tour guides when we were there was a guy who looked and dressed identical to Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, except with a very strong Dutch accent. And he was like 7 foot tall. And I was like, craning up to see his face. Netherlands and Scandinavian are very tall. Yes, that is the stereotype. They drink milk with every meal. See, that's just deranged. It is so unusual when you think of music in pubs, you think, oh yes, Ireland. Is that it? I just assumed that was everywhere. Like, you always hear music coming from pubs here, like live music. Whether it's traditional Irish music or pub bands. I mean, they're, you know, depending on the night, but yeah, always music. Same old Miss Tatsu, strong as a bear on bearoids. That does not work as a pun. And not even a little bit.
You'll want to talk, old man. So, gonna introduce me to my knights in shining armor here?
What?
Oh, right. This here's my latest find. A real diamond in the rough. Name's Kiryu.
Kiryu, huh? I'll remember the name. If you've got Bacchus singing your praises, you've got to be pretty tough.
Yes.
He is. This boy here's a future champion. Every fiddle should be tracked down and smashed. I'm not a fan of traditional Irish music. I feel it's pretty lame. I don't really enjoy it. If I ever hear a bowron again, I want to punch through it. As far as I have seen, there's music, but not people randomly pulling out instruments and just playing. I mean, there's usually people coming in with guitars and stuff. You seem to have entered semi-Monty Python, semi-My Bad Breathy directions. He is! This boy here's a future champion!
Ha, okay. Now, I'm seeing what this is. You're thinking Kiryu here is your ticket to a fat stack of cash, which you'll then use to pay me back.
I'm going so breathy.
Which you'll then use to pay me back so we get to stay friends.
Easy, Tiger. I told you it'd take a while, but you'll get it all back. Oh ho! And speaking of favors, why don't you train the boy here?
Wait, what? Do I seem like the patient teacher type to you? Sorry, no can do.
No.
Nah, now don't be like that. We both need him to get stronger. Once he's a champ, we'll be rolling in dough. Besides, I know you're secretly the doting type. You're a woman. You love babies. Women are hardwired to be doting and matronly and motherly. He'll make a champion a hell of a lot faster with you beating him into shape. That means you get paid sooner, see? Win, win, win.
Oi.
Bacchus, what do you think you're doing here?
Yeah.
Negotiating an apprenticeship with Miss Tatsu for you. Obviously. Trust me, you train under her, you'll be a master of the ring. You're insane. I'm in seriously hot water right now. I don't have the time to humor your little fantasies. I mean, you're out. Just move country. You're out of the Yakuza. They're not going to hunt you down outside of Japan, right? Probably have better things to do. Sometimes you have music in German pubs, usually the Irish-themed ones, but it is an event and a selling point? That's just baffling. Like, every pub here has a cringe sign outside, usually hand-painted or something in sort of fake Celtic script that's like, you know, Kaint agus Kjol, which is very cringe. Like, you know, Farrell's Bar, like, Kaint Kjol agus Sport, whatever sport is in Irish. I think it might just be sport. I think if someone in a German pub just started playing music, there's a good chance they'd throw them out. Who wrote this dribble? This is masterful. I'm in seriously hot water right now. What? You're in hot water too, my boy? Are we talking knife in the ribs here? Because I warned you about that. Did you? I'll be lucky if that's all I get. And seriously, what's this obsession about me getting stabbed? It's probably some sex thing.
All right, chuckleheads, that's enough. Neither one of you's making a damn bit of sense. But I hear where you're coming from, Bacchus. Ditch the championship talk and just say you care about this Kiryu kid. If you're worried about him, own it.
I'm a boy!
Look, you did me a solid a minute ago. I can do this. Besides, the old man is right that my training will make a real man out of you.
This is bizarre.
Hop a cab out to the pier sometime. I've got a training space there.
You train at the pier?
You got it. Kinda live there too. Pay me a visit sometime and see for yourself. I think you'll like the digs. Anyway, that was my last job in the city, so I'm headed back to base. Kiryu, you, me, pier, training. I'll be waiting.
I'm out of breath doing that voice. Bacchus, I've already got a future planned. I'm sorry, it involves getting stabbed. But I can't be your champion. What sport are we even talking about? Boxing? Not that it matters, I can't. Oh, I know that. Doesn't mean I'll stop trying. I'm lightheaded after this conversation. But I know when to stop making a nuisance of myself. I doubt that. I'll give you some space, champ. It's about time for my afternoon drink anyway. Good luck with that. Just don't have too many.
Yeah.
You think a guy called Bacchus can't hold his wine? Oh, it is that direct reference then. You're also supposed to breathe. See you around, boy. Keep those ribs knife-free now. I always thought that being stabbed in the ribs, aside from being horrifically painful, if it like glanced off a rib, it might feel kind of satisfying and cool. Like, you know, it'd be like hitting a cage or something. It'd be fun. Me as an alcoholic across Europe in 2013, you always thought this. It's just, you know, it just sort of came into my brain at some point. Always. Like, ribs are kind like, getting punched in the ribs obviously hurts, or getting hit if you hit your ribs off something. But it's kind of fun to, like, feel your ribs. Ribs are kind of fun. I like that we just have, like, a big roll cage inside of us. Ribs are cool. Sorry, that makes no sense, I know. Get out of here, and thanks, I'll be careful. I don't like that we're warming up to Bacchus because he's fucking deranged. Didn't expect to get wrapped up in that mess, but at least I didn't come away empty-handed. I got to see a badass bitch. Right, we're still looking for the fucking real estate. I guess down over here, maybe? The popcorn shop? There's a specific popcorn shop? This must be a Japanese thing, because this definitely does not exist here. I see a burger there. What is a popcorn shop? This just looks like a random fast food place. Does a popcorn shop mean something different than I think it means? Like, can you get bespoke popcorn? All popcorn that isn't just salt is disgusting, I will say. Like, sweet popcorn makes me feel sick. How do I get in here? Can I go in here? Move. Move! Women. My character hates women. Oh, fuck, what now? So many fucking cutscenes. Oh, no! Who the fuck are you? It's Prince! Yikes. Hardcore hooligan. Is he about to do an insurance scam on me?
Oi.
Hey, you alright? Ugh. Figures I would bump into some swaggering punk. Don't be silly now, Drada. Don't be so surprised you like bespoke salty popcorn. I mean, I was not aware that popcorn could be sweet until I was in my late teens. Because it just does not exist here, really. You can buy it in shops now, but like, in a cinema, you can't get like sweet popcorn or anything like that. It's just salt and maybe butter. Apparently other countries are big into sweet popcorn, and I think it's disgusting. Figures I would bump into some swaggering punk. Oi, oi, you're an old man. This isn't going to end well. Together is the best, the suspense is magic. I have mixed popcorn when I go to the cinema. Emma will sometimes get like chocolate drops or M&Ms or Smarties or whatever little chocolate trash he likes, and put it into her popcorn so it melts. And the first time I saw her do that when I first got with Emma, I felt physically ill. Absolutely disgusting. Ugh. Really awful. Sweet and buttery popcorn is disgusting. One of us. Emma is a smart person. Oh, I love popcorn. I might have popcorn outside, just like popcorn kernels that I can make, but I will never put anything but salt in it. This isn't going to end well. Are you all right? No. What's the big idea, yo? I'm sorry. Watch where you step, shit for brains. You're not hurt or anything, are you, asshole? Right, so this is, maybe somebody who's trying to be a punk kind of guy, and he's too polite, maybe? Ooh, garlic salt sounds nice. Salt and vinegar popcorn is pretty good. Ooh, that sounds lovely, because salt and vinegar is the best flavor of crisp. All right, if that's how you want this to play out. Are you ignoring all the weird stuff here?
Nani?
What? Nani? Eep! I'm so sorry. No, I mean, I'm in a rush, see? So, please get lost, you punk ass. So-and-so. You don't like sweet and salt popcorn. I don't 100% know what that is, and it sounds disgusting. Like, are people saying that, like, they put, like, sugar and salt in popcorn, or, like, salted toffee popcorn or something? Because it sounds fucking horrific. I like all the popcorns except rainbow. That tastes weird. What? Hang on. I don't know what people are saying. Sweet and salt popcorn. What the fuck is this? Popping corn, sea salt, castor sugar, vegetable. Oh, this looks fucking horrible. This looks disgusting. Sweet and salty popcorn. That's a sin. That is absolutely fucking horrific. Damn, I want popcorn now. They are saying that, yes. Sweet and salted is yum. You can get it from shops here. I'm seeing like brands of it and stuff here, like this stuff. Proper corn, sweet and salty. Oh, sweet and salty crispy butter popcorn. This is actually making me feel sick. Oh, this is an Irish brand, so this honey and sea salt, this is probably the equivalent here, but I've never seen this for sale anywhere. I've never seen this in my life, but I know this brand. A brand here that also does a cheese flavor I used to be able to do. Yes, the only bag for years up until very recently, the only popcorn you could buy in a shop here regularly was it's called Manhattan brand popcorn. It's an Irish brand, and they did two flavors: salt and cheese. And the cheese one is fucking disgusting, but I used to get it anyway. Manhattan cheese popcorn. Oh god, look at that fucking graphic design is my passion. Look at that packaging. It still looks like this. Absolutely fucking horrific. White cheddar cheese Manhattan popcorn. Yeah, this is fairly popular still, the Manhattan popcorn here. This is the one we have here I'm talking about. I think most of them are vegan. Sweet and salty popcorn, Australia. Oh, lightly salted and slightly sweet. Just absolutely awful. I like that emote. That absolutely horrible. I think the only acceptable popcorn is salted. Is just normal, generic, salted popcorn. And I love popcorn. I will share popcorn with the pigs. You're not really meant to. But I will occasionally just share popcorn with the guinea pigs. And I'll be sitting at my desk and I'll have some popcorn and give a kernel to the pig and eat more popcorn myself and give another kernel to the pig. But I cannot have sweet. Absolutely vile. Anyway, back to the game. I need to end soon, by the way. I recognize we haven't played that much of the game. A salt lick with popcorn embedded in it. I used to get, and this is very on brand, but I used to get microwavable popcorn. I don't really anymore. I just make it myself. When I would get microwavable popcorn, I used to crack open the bag, and there used to be a sort. It was always salt flavored, and there used to be sort of like a salt residue around the edge of the paper bag that you microwave it in, and I used to like scoop the salt off and just eat that after the popcorn was finished. Also, I would chew the kernels. I love chewing popcorn kernels. Oh, it's so good. Like a popcorn kernel, like an unpopped popcorn kernel that is covered in like greasy salt residue is so amazing. You just suck the salt off and then just crack it with your teeth. It's so good. Almost better than normal popcorn. Dirty bastard. A man of culture, exactly. I really like that. And I would just like scoop the salt residue off the inside of the packet. I love salt, basically. To the point where I'm shocked I don't have some sort of problems. Sub-stories. Damned Yankee. Okay, I guess we have just a shy boy around. An animal, just not sure which one. I have felt slightly jealous sometimes when I see an animal with a salt lick. I'm like, why don't they give that to people? For people who would like it. Because I've, you know, just very, like with the popcorn thing, you just sort of like, you know, dip your finger in some salt and lick it, and it's like, nice little salty hit. The quote that just came up, I've seen a lot of Victorian porn. I don't remember what context that was being used in. Right, this must be it, right? This is yellow, it's a shop. Oh, I was told to buy mandarins at some point as well, right? Mandarins, which are a type of orange, I think. Hello. Can I buy some mandarins here? Steamed mandarin oranges. Yeah, give me a mandarin. Thank you for coming. Okay, I have a mandarin, cool. Do you have any, like, Yes, I want health. I need health boosts. I need health potions, please. Thank you for coming. Hello. Some of this stuff looks delicious. I could really go for some instant noodles right now, actually. I need to go shopping after the stream, which is why I need to end soon. Just you oversharing. Talk to 50 people. Okay. Give me, you know what? Give me another one. Bye. Ramen. I might get some when I'm out. That quote was a sign-off of end stream comments. I don't know. I didn't seek out the Victorian porn as a sort of like pervy thing, or like to use it, I will say. I think I follow a Twitter account called The Whores of Yore, right? Which is a sort of it's a history account that posts like the history of sex work, stuff like that. Like you know, like historical sex workers and sex work throughout the ages, that kind of thing. And occasionally they'll post like weird old Victorian homemade porn as like a, look, people have always been doing this kind of thing. And it's very interesting. I'll just say, you know, it's an interesting little look back at history. That's a good account? Yes, I joke, but it's important to know. Yes, it's a good account. It's also a blog, I think, that I was that I followed for a while. I think, I can't remember. Lewd ankle pictures. Oh, but my god, it is the fucking most so much of it is piss that you definitely did not right click save as. I will not comment. But so much of it, the Victorian porn seems to be virtually all piss and ass based. Like virtually all, like giant asses in swings and pissing. That is most of it. It's deranged. Do I fall in with Tacubana real estate or not? Time to ask around town. I'm trying. I don't know fucking where to go. Just like the cities of the time. Ah, some boys! Fuck me. Some fucking Neos or whatever. Men in Black. Alright, sure, we'll just fucking beast mode them. So good. There we go. Target like that. Break his arms. Do something cool. Oh my god! We juiced him! That's why we have the Mandarin. What the fuck was that about? I have no idea what that was. Come on, beat the shit out of him. There we go. Lovely. Nice and easy. Another 500 grand. Money is very easy to come by in this, I think. Right, where am I exactly supposed to go? It says around here at some point. Practice your batting skills? Or is this just where I am? I think this is just where I am. Oh, God. A store. How am I supposed to find somewhere that this guy owns? In here, maybe? What's this? Near the batting center. Can I go in? Does this guy know his shoulder pads are on fire? Hello. Are you owned by that guy? Getting a high score can win you cool prizes. Would you like to see what prizes we have? Is it another cool squirt lizard? I'd like another cool squirt lizard. Steel shin guards and a oh, I want a metal bat. I'd love a metal bat. I told the boss that offering expensive prizes like this is going to ruin us. Is this twink glove? Or do you mean just generic boss? Do any of you know a glove twink? No? Glove twink, please. How do I do this then? How do I play? Do I just go up? It's 300 for the intermediate course. Is there a beginner course instead? Because I'm dumb. That's the advanced course. Absolutely not. Just do a beginner course. Maybe I'll like this, maybe I won't. Mini games are usually not my favorite thing in these games. Yes, play, sure. I assume it's quick time events. God, the cameras are... Oh God, it's a fucking... Oh no. I don't know how to play baseball! Okay, that was something. I have no idea what I'm fucking doing at all. 0 points? I don't know what we just did. Close? Okay, cool. Does anybody who's played this before know where the fuck I'm supposed to go? More like disgraceful. The only baseball I've ever seen or played was Wii Sports. There was a baseball thing. And I played a little of that, and that was about it. I guess just wander around? Hello. Can I fight you? Just start fights until somebody comes and tells me something? I think this is back where I was on Theatre Avenue, yeah. Let's just head off in this direction. Oh, there's an exclamation mark over here. Hang on. Oh, it's the boy! Oh, Jesus Christ. It's big old boy again. Let's avoid him. I avoided the stupid baseball place. Oh no, it's boy! What's going on? This is a rough-looking crowd. Oi! I'm so freaking stoked, man! A rare street show by the Yokomichi Silvers. Too right! These guys are rock and roll gods! Look at this bitchin' crowd! They drew all these punks without any ads or nothing. Crazy Kyo and the Yokomichi Silvers fucking rule. Keep your pants on, but I heard the Yokomichi Silvers are gonna hold a Q&A panel. No effing way! They're famous for never saying a word and letting their music do the talking. This is the worst. This rivals Tears of the Kingdom for the worst dialogue I've ever heard in a video game. But this feels a bit more self-aware, so I'm loving it. Sounds like some band's doing an event here. Must be popular with the local punks. Oh God, what the fuck? You nerd, what do you want? Is that... It's him. Oh fuck, no, talk to this guy first before the fucking fight starts. Oh my gosh, look at these people. Holy cow, what are we going to do?
Oi.
Hey, you. Yikes. There's a lot of random missions and stuff you can't track, but I think the main story will give you proper markers. Maybe this is the main story? I have no idea. Gee whiz, pal, I nearly peed my... what are you doing chuffing around behind me, you ugly knob? He looks a little bit like a Jordan Peele character to me. Yeah, sorry. I thought I should apologize for bumping into you earlier. We're the polite Yakuza. Oi! Who? Oh, you're that man! No, I should be apologizing for my own careless... I mean, whatever. Piss off. Sure. I hate your hair. I want to squish it down. I want to, like, fucking squish it down onto your face. Are we in love? What's happening? What are these slow zooms? The cinematography's bizarre. Wait a second. Could you possibly be unaware of who I am?
Yeah.
Now kiss. I would not kiss this boy. Maybe, what's the other guy's name? Our orphan brother lover? Him, sure. Glove twink, sure. Not this guy, though. Are you asking if we met before we bumped into each other? If we did, I don't recognize you. Oh, wait a second then. So you really don't know who I am? Willikers, what a relief. Glove twink, absolutely, yes. I'm sorry, I was rude not to introduce myself. Name's Kyo, but my stage name is Crazy Kyo. I'm the vocalist in a band. Let me guess, the Yokomichi Silvers. The same band those young punks are excited to see. Aren't you guys some sort of legendary Yankee band? Is this... Oh, this is probably like rockabilly adjacent stuff, right? I'm anticipating this being the worst music I've ever heard in that case. Yes, that's us. We're doing a street show here later. Oh, sorry to bug you before your show. Good luck. Whoa, where the hell do you think you're going, old man? Wait, please, don't go. Do these games set out to have some of the most dialogue possible in a game? I think probably yes. Maybe you can save me. I said maybe. You're gonna be the one that saves me. I hate Oasis. Save you? Nani? Are you even hardcore in the slightest? Oh, Jesus. And after all, you're my wonderwall. Nope. As a joke, we tried dressing all punk at a show. To our shock, we got pretty popular with the Yankee crowd. But now we have to keep up this charade full time. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. That's almost as bad as Oasis. I love Radiohead, probably my favorite band. Creep is fucking terrible. That whole album is awful, unlistenable. I mean, the fact that Creep is the best song on Pablo Honey tells you all you need to know about Pablo Honey. It is one of the worst albums. Over time, we gained a fan base of wannabe punks, and the Yokomichi Silvers became heroes to the rebellious youth of Japan. Huh. There's more to running a band than I thought. So, what do you mean by saving you? Do you want me to be you? Do you want to wear your skin like a suit? Actually, I've never been kissed. I want you to teach me how to be a hardcore hooligan.
Nani?
Teach you? To be a Yankee? I hate whatever this word is. Yes, you see, for today's event, we also have to do a live panel, a meet and greet for the fans. Earlier Radiohead's not great. I can't believe the lead singer ended up doing voiceover here. I think everything after Pablo Honey is great. King of Limbs is only okay, but everything else is amazing. Your Yankee my chain. Ugh. Jesus Christ. I think it's based on rockabilly vibes. I get that from the hair, right?
Yes, you see, for today's event we have to do a live panel. But every member of the Yokomochi Silvers, myself included, are law boys and choir boys. We've never even shoplifted. If we were to talk in front of real Yankee, they'd realize that we're phonies.
You fake punks, eh? Now that you mention it, the way you talk doesn't really match how you dress.
Right, so if we spoke to our fans, we'd lose all our credibility and popularity in an instant.
In Japan, the term Yankee has been used since the late 1970s to refer to a type of delinquent youth associated with motorcycle gangs and frequently sporting dyed blonde hair.
Or worse, what if they want revenge on us for fooling them?
Okay, but do you have to do the panel thing? Why don't you just skip it?
I don't want to do it either, but our agency says we need to hone our speaking skills if we want to stay popular. They're making us do this. We've been avoiding every situation where we might have to talk instead of just performing.
I mean, it worked for like Harry Nilsson until it didn't. Got it. So you want me to teach you how to behave like a Yankee so you can talk like one. But why me?
Why? Well, that would be because you're my ideal of what a hooligan should be.
Tom York comes across worse than the Gallaghers? That is impossible. Tom York comes across as quite pretentious, but the Gallaghers come across like fucking psychopaths.
That confident demeanor, your razor-sharp glare, the barbed wire attitude that says, touch me and get cut. And yet, you also exude a sense of kindness, a guy who extends this helping hand to the weak, the hooligan with a heart of gold.
Well, yeah, I am a Yakuza, kind of. He's in love with you. He absolutely is. Jesus Christ. Sorry, something just came through my post box and scared the fuck out of me.
You can teach us so we won't blow our cover. More than that, I think you can give us Yankee wisdom that will propel the Yokomochi Silvers to new heights of hooliganism.
The Gallaghers feel like a low bar to me, exactly. Now kiss.
Please, if we lose this chance, the Yokomochi Silvers may have to break up. Please teach me how to carry myself like a true Yankee.
I will just say, the mustache and hair combination and sunglasses make him, I think, genuinely the least attractive person I've ever seen in life. I think I would rather kill this person than kiss them. So I can't get on board with this particular ship. Yeah, fuck it, fine. Okay then, I'm not sure how useful it can be, but I'll try.
Really? Thank you so very much.
Maybe it's the voice I'm giving him as well.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't catch your name.
It's Kiryu. The face is very pretty without all that stuff on it. Yeah, he'd have to completely change his look and vibe.
Okie dokie, Kiryu-san. Give me just a second, please. I'll go get the others.
He can keep the leather trousers, I guess. Oh, Jesus Christ. They don't look as freakish as you.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Kiryu-san. This is our drummer, Sleazy Tarathi.
Hey there, I'm Tarashi.
Fuck me, I regret that voice.
My stage name is Sleazy, but I have no experience with the ladies. Never even seen a boob.
And this is our bassist, Bad Boy Aku. I'm Aku, hobbies caring for elders. And this is Kiryu-san, who's going to impart the ways of true Yankee-style hooliganism. Please teach us, Kiryu-san.
You guys are so polite and proper. I'm starting to wonder if there's any... This is the stupidest game I've ever played. This is becoming a visual novel pretty quickly. It's basically a really shit visual novel with punching.
Oh no, please don't say that. We're all pretty good guys at heart, so please help us.
In your case, being pretty good guys is the problem. This game started out as like a game about the mafia. And we're not that far in, and it's turned into this. Poll is up. It's a poll about Oasis. Hang on. Oasis. Noel or Liam. They're interchangeable to me. They're both fucking scum, aren't they? Which one is the one that people like more? One of them is like people fucking despise. But I did agree to do this, so somehow we have to turn you guys into hard-edged punks. This game is a lot more Japanese than I expected. This series in general, was not massively popular. One of the very few things I know about the series is that this game was not massively popular outside of Japan. Like a bit popular, but not massively popular, and this game was kind of the breakout. Like this game got huge in the West, so it's very specifically Japanese, I think. Is there a neither option? The main story missions are all about the mafia. The side missions are all totally random. Okay, but I did agree to this, so somehow we have to turn you guys into hard-edge punks.
Ooh, yes, please.
How can I show you guys how to be tougher? Just fucking put nails through their thighs or something, I don't know, torture them for a while. Get them to torture someone?
Maybe you could come up with an opening remark for little old me.
Your opening remark?
Yes, I want to kick off our panel with authority. Being hooligans, we shouldn't come across as weak or hesitant. Please, Kiryu-san, I need a thinger of an opening line.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh god, they're all so bad. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. Start your engines, or hello, but in English. All of these are so fucking cringe. They're all so cringe. This game was my first Yakuza. It's great. The whole game has a random, silly, insane feel. This game feels like a fever dream so far. I don't know. Do Japanese people think English is edgy? Probably not. They like motorbikes. Do they like motorbikes, punks? This specific genre, this flavor of punk? Do they like that? Start your engines. Why not open with start your engines?
Start your engines? Oh, like a racing term.
It feels like falling asleep during an action game and dreaming 3 other kinds of stream. Some do. You definitely get Anglophiles there. Ugh. Oh god, like reverse weebs. Oh, I imagine they're just as annoying. Right, the Yankee movement is inspired by Western greasers. They love their wheels.
So true. That does go with the Yankee lifestyle. So I should follow with something like, you get my pistons pumping, don't you think?
Just fucking piss all over them. They're punks. They'll like that thing. Go full G.G. Allen. Shit into your hand and smear it on somebody in the front row. Huh, that's good. It wouldn't hurt to throw in something like ram it into overdrive either. I'm cringing to death.
Right. I didn't know about that one. I'm so glad we have your advice, Kiryu-san.
Oh, what the fuck was your voice?
Oh, Kiryu-san, question.
That's a red G.G. Allen. What is it?
Well, the agency told me to tell the fans about how I spend my days off when I'm not rehearsing or performing.
Your days off, huh? Makes sense that fans would want to know about that. Tarashi, how would you spend a day off?
Well, I make a habit of getting up bright and early so I can make some pancakes. After breakfast, I take my darling puppy Chibi-chan to the park for our mid-morning stroll.
Oh, what would punks do? What would punks like? Because we're going to have to choose something. I fucking killed a cop and shat in his dead mouth. Again, more G.G. Allen-y kind of stuff. What's that one? There's that Mighty Boosh episode where Vince becomes a punk. And it's like, I did a shit on your mum and she rather liked it. That's their big song. And then we have lunch at a chic cafe to rest our feet. On our way home, we do a little window shopping. After that, I binge on the dramas I've got on my VCR. Fuck me, that was an 80s reference. Until it's bedtime, Christ.
I did a shit on your mum. I did a shit on your mum. I did a shit on your mum. And she rather liked it. I did a shit on your dad.
And then it just goes on. They're just nice boys. You're so mean. You just described a typical girls' day. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Women, they all have puppies and VCRs. You know, women and their VCRs. I'm sorry, that's every anime shocked voice. Sounds like they are midway through ejaculating while getting punched in the stomach. Sorry. That really made you sound like a fashionable young woman. I was so surprised that I got intense. Are you... What do you... Were you turned on by that? I'm so scared. Oh no, Kiryu-than. You shouldn't shout like that. You made Sleazy Taraji cry. Oh dear.
Should say sorry.
Yeah, my bad, Taraji. Sorry. I like occasionally looking over and seeing my own quotes in chat. I'd bring her back and crash her again on Diana. It's all right. I was just startled. I wasn't expecting it is all. So how about how I would spend a day off? Yeah, right. One thing's clear. You can't tell the fans how you really spent. Don't be yourself, for the love of God. No, I guess not. But then what should I say? What should I be doing instead? I beat a nun to death with a brick and then fucked a VCR? That a thing? Like is that what do punks do? I killed a swan. I don't know. Okay, fighting, hanging with mates, or rescuing puppies. Either one of the first two would be fine, right? Fighting all day, hanging with mates, rescuing puppy. Like, you could just say, oh, I don't know. You don't fight. I don't want them to come across like I mean, they are posers. I don't want them to come across like posers either. After huffing glue and drinking a beer. You know, if they go too hard in on it, it'll be like, oh, they're just fucking making shit up. Like, when do you have time to write the songs? Fuck it, fighting all day. On your days off, you spend your time fighting from dawn till dusk. Fighting? I don't really get it, but who do hooligans fight? Do Yankee have sworn enemies or something? It's not about having enemies. Yankee are always ready and willing to fight. If two punks lock eyes, a fight is on. That's how it is on the mean streets. And just so you know, fist fighting is considered the most hardcore and cool. Jeepers, what a brutal community. I can't take my dog out for a walk in that war zone. Maybe say you have like a Rottweiler, but call it a Rottie. Or a Doberman, or... Oh, fuck me, I don't know. Are you helping them move from their pop to indie phase?
Yeah.
What's a dog that people associate with like tough people? Staffies, like a Staffordshire Terrier. Pit bulls, I guess. Although I think pit bulls look too goofy and cute to be scary. Whenever I see a pit bull and it's just waddling around looking all velvety and smiley, I always go, aw. A collie. Hold on, the dogs the punks tend to be fiercely loyal and thirsty for blood. They're often trusty partners in a street fight. There we go. If I see a tiny dog, I expect the owner to be ironclad. I mean, tiny dogs are fucking angry nightmares, right? Yeah, Chihuahua are nightmares. They're so angry. An iron pug. A little pug with armor on or something. Oh, a little armored pit bull would be adorable. Is that right? I can't picture my delicate Chibi-chan engaging in a kerfuffle like that. Oh, fuck me. Boy, am I glad we could hit you up for advice, Kiryu-san. You're the perfect hooligan role model.
Kiryu-san.
You're bad boy Aku, right? What's the matter?
What will I say?
You didn't get a topic like Tarishi?
No.
The agency told
him to wing it.
You called my dog a dickhead. He's lovely. Did I? I said that your breed of dog, when they get the particular groom haircut, they look fucking weird. But your dog in particular looks very cute because he's a bit shaggier and normal looking. Like, you have one of those dogs that people like sculpt into a fucking rectangle basically, and it looks weird and nightmare-y. I don't like it at all. I can't remember what the breed is. Even though he's practically mute. Maybe just stay mute. Maybe just be like the cool, mysterious one. And just go like, I don't know, fucking, or something like that. And then don't elaborate.
Bad boy Aku even has a backstory. Locked up in juvenile reformatory from birth. Bad boy Aku cross-packed the punks before he finished preschool.
Welsh Terrier, yes, a bit weird. Your agency's trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Aku's a man of few words with a crazy backstory. What should he talk about to make him sound hardcore? Stay silent. Absolutely, you stay silent. That is way cooler. Like, you just kind of stare at them or something. I mean, it's all shit and cringe and so manufactured. Don't you think it'd be better to just stay quiet?
Huh? Stay silent during the panel? Wouldn't a discussion without any talking be a disaster?
Yeah.
Nope. Aku was told he's free to talk about whatever he wants. That means he's also free to not talk at all.
That's true, but
it would be worse if he were to say the wrong things and wreck his image. From Aku's backstory, I think you would see him more hardcore if he kept his mouth shut.
When you put it that way, it makes total sense. Okay, we'll do that.
Do you have a receding hairline? Fuck me, though. This can't be real hair, right? This must be, like, a wig or hair extensions or something. The weight of that must be pulling at your roots. Sure. Aku, are you good with that?
Okay.
All right. Now we'll go over how you'll run this whole panel discussion.
Yes, please.
I hate to tell you this, but it's 3D model. I have seen hairstyles like this in real life. Like the fucking insane, like, I guess they're called Yankees or whatever, but like Japanese rocket hairstyle. I'll just type in where it looks like they have a fucking missile on their heads. No, not rocket images. I have seen some insane ones, like maybe just giant hairstyles. Giant hairstyles. I mean, that's pretty massive what I'm seeing there. Like, this is, I would say, not the biggest example. Sorry, it's loading up Pinterest. The pompadour hairstyle. There we go. Like, this is pretty big and ridiculous looking. This is pretty fucking bad. Rockabilly hairstyle. There we go. Rockabilly hairstyle. Oh, they're so bad. They're so bad. Japan. Oh, there we go. That's the one I'm fucking looking for. This fucking idiot. Look at this. This thing. Where it looks like a fucking just giant fucking tube on your head. Look at these idiots. That's my people. I like it. Oh my god. And oh, they all look a bit balding. I feel like this would take like a lot of pressure on your head. Or maybe this guy looks like he's shaving the sides of his head purposefully in order to get the widow's peak look, which is very strange. It's as idiotic as any other hairstyle. I mean, I have terrible hair, so I'm not really coming for them in particular, I guess. But like, I think this looks I think the rockabilly look is not a good one, is all I'll say. I think it looks very goofy.
Yes, please.
Yokomoshi Silvers, we're almost ready for you.
Oh, is it time? I mean, fine. Grah.
Yikes. So sorry. I mean, you can come on when you're ready. I'll be watching from the audience. Just do a thumbs up like a proud dad in the back of a school auditorium when they have a school play. Just going, you're doing well.
Yes, please watch us. That's the only way we can stay erect. We're going to hit this hardcore Yankee thing out of the park.
We're gonna kick ass and stuff.
I once went out to a club with my hair in 3-foot-long Liberty spikes. Quite annoying for everyone I walked past and smacked in the face. How much fucking gel or hairspray would you need? Here they are. Put your hands together for the Yokomochi Silvers. Is their music the worst thing I've ever heard?
PVA glue, oh my god.
Do you have to like let that set then, like in a mold almost? That must take forever. Woo! Check out Crazy Kyosan's original ESP guitar. Smokin' rad style. Oh, Jesus Christ. It took a while. Oh, you poor idiot. You poor little freak. Wow, they are popular. There's upwards of 7 people here. It feels a bit like when, you know, there's that scene in Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls game Oblivion, where it's meant to be a massive army taking on another massive army, and it's like 6 people in armor. It's just they couldn't render that many people. I remember when everyone was spiky in the 90s and 2000s. I do not. Although I think very briefly when I was very young, I was given that haircut where it's like, you know, short back and sides and even on top, and then sort of spiked up at the very front. It looks fucking horrendous. Sopping wet high rock and roll after school. What the fuck? Is that a song?
Tarathi, Aku, hit it, boys.
We're about to get songs? We didn't even get the song? Oh, fuck off! For some reason, Morrissey is very big in California. Morrissey, weirdly, huge in Mexico. I don't know why. The shaved bit might be a nod to the shaved samurai cut, maybe. Or to exaggerate the look of the height. Took me about 23 minutes to spell exaggerate correctly, so off topic now. I have just read the word exaggerate. If you asked me to spell it right now, I couldn't. Just listening to their songs, I can see why Yankee kids across Japan look up to Crazy Kyo's band. Now, we would like to move on to a special meet and greet panel discussion with the band members. I was called Spiky Mikey in school. Aww.
Whoa, no way. Crazy Okan's gonna actually talk to us? That's totally mental.
Well, I thought they were meant to be, like, American greasers, not British. No. That's totally fucking mental, isn't it? They just called me Mophead, which I hated. I had the worst hair anyone's ever had when I was a teenager. Like, my hair, honestly, looked like Terry Wogan when I was fucking, like, 14. Really genuinely terrible. My hair is probably the best it's ever looked right now, which is not good. I have never known what to do with my hair. I'm shit at it. I can't fucking wait to hear bad boy Aku's voice. Oh, fucker. Here's where it gets real. They better pull this off. Yo, Greasehound! We're the Yokomochi Silvers! Start your engines! Your hair looks amazing. Absolutely not. When I was in Spain, I went to a, like, house party almost for showed up because my dad knew some people there, and it was full of like middle-aged men, and I was grayer than any of them there. Do a big Yankee banana. Is that what that's called, where you have the hair out in front like that? I do tend to go a bit quiffed. Anyway, where the Yokomochi Silvers? Start your engines!
Yeah! Crazy Kyo-san!
I just got bullied for having curly hair. Really? That's a thing? Even though curly hair is the best, 2000s was about straighteners and vertical hair. Was it? I don't remember anything about the 2000s. I was young in the early 2000s. Curly hair is something you can get bullied about? I thought people in general liked curly hair. I thought, people like, like curls and tresses falling. I thought that was considered a good thing. I guess not.
Cool your jets, bros, but I gotta hand it to Crazy Kyo-san. He knows how to rev us up and kick us in a top gear. He's totally fucking ace.
Oh, thanks for coming and rocking out to our tunes. We love you all, you romantic rebels. You punks get my pistons pumping right here under the hood. I love you like my
Accent's going.
I love you like my turbo drive.
Fuck! Good. The fans are eating it up. Well, mate, put that piston away. This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Awesome, thank you, Crazy Kyo-san. Next, we would like to hear from Sleazy Tarashi-san and Bad Boy Aku-san as well.
If you went to school by me, you would have been fine. Was 50% afro hair? I don't remember anyone getting bullied for their hair. And I mean, if anyone was going to get bullied for their hair in secondary school, I would have been bullied for my hair, and I wasn't. So I don't think it was a thing here. 1 second. I basically, throughout my secondary school career, looked like I had this hair. This was how I styled my hair. I don't know why, but I had like a side parting. It was too long, and I just sort of went like that. It was fucking horrific. Like, if I was bullied from my hair, it would have been... if I was bullied for hair, it would have happened. Help. My primary school was especially xenophobic. I think high school wasn't much better, even though I'm white, but I assume it comes from some weird xenophobia, maybe. That's a grand old do. This is the middle-aged Irish man in their 70s haircut now. So, yeah. I did not look good. Not that I look good now, again, but I looked worse then. Embarrassingly, I am probably at my most handsome right now, which is pathetic. It's just I looked so bad in my teen years. I feel like a lot of people are like that, though. Like, very few people, I feel like, can look back at, like, teenage photos of themselves and not go, oh.
First up, Sleazy Tarashi-san. Here's a question we got from a fan. How do you usually spend your days off?
Right. Fighting is what we told him to say. Oh, I'm actually getting cringe.
Raw, me? If I get a day off, I spend it fighting mostly. Sleazy Tarashi-san's a beast, man! Fighting like exercise to him! Too wicked for words! Oh shit! I would pay to get my ass kicked by Tarashi-san, even just once! Just so you know, I don't allow nothing but going bare knuckle in a brawl. If it ain't a fist, it ain't a fight. Yeah!
Good, the fans are eating it up. I knew spending all day fighting would rev up these punks.
Thank you, Sleazy Tarashi-san. To close it out, it's time for Bad Boy Aku-san to say a few words.
Oh, this is where it could go wrong.
That was it? No way! He just stood there for his own panel discussion. That's... Holy crap! Bad boy Yakuza's the coolest! What a rebel! He doesn't play by the rules! Not even his own rules! That what makes him bad boy, he rules!
Good. It was the right decision to not let the quiet Aku speak. After all, doesn't take big talk to make a big man. Attitude speaks louder than words. Has it turned into an after-school special? Right, that was fucking deranged. I'm assuming this is the end of this particular little quiz.
Kiryu-than, were you watching?
Yeah, I saw everything. Good work.
Kiryu-than, we tried to apply what we learned from you about the way of the Yankee to our panel. The fan response was fabulous.
It's just the shadows, but I was positive the guy on the left had pissed himself. Just 100. I think it's just shadows, but it really looks like he's pissed himself. The only people bullied at my school were the gingers. We loved all of our Southeast Asian mates. I was, I don't know, lightly bullied, I would say, in secondary school. It was worse in primary school. More just sort of like, you know, the weird, awkward loner type in secondary school. I don't know who was bullied most. I don't really remember a lot of ginger jokes. Maybe just because there's so many of them in Ireland. Yeah, it seemed that way. You guys learned well. I'm proud of you all.
It looks like the Yokomochi Silbers will keep shooting up towards Sodom.
Don't say shooting up.
Towards Sodom at the speed of light. We owe you big time, Kiryu-than.
You got a wild shirt. Ooh. I knew who was bullied more than me because there was only like 3 other people. I knew a few like openly gay kids and they weren't bullied at all. I didn't know any trans people. I'm sure they were around. They just probably didn't come out because they probably would have gotten bullied. My school was staggeringly white. I don't know if there was anybody in any of my classes that wasn't white. I don't know if there was... Basically, everybody was kind of the same, so I don't know what you'd pick on, really. You got a wild shirt. Oh, Jesus, it's hideous. It's so fucking ugly. I'll wear it immediately. That was the most fun I ever had speaking in public.
Kiryu-san, thanks. From now on, we're going to keep working hard to expand on what you taught us about the ways of the Yankee. We'll work on our speaking skills as well. Keep an eye on us, Kiryu-san. The Yokomochi Silvers are kicking it up another gear.
Yeah, give it your best shot. This is fucking weird. Odd like that had a number of openly gay people, then a person we bullied for having yellow teeth or having shite shoes. Maybe the shoes... I always had the worst shoes, but like I don't think people... We had uniforms, so you had to have shit shoes. We had 2 openly gay people at my school. Oof. 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 I am very slightly younger than some of the people in chat. Not that much younger. Very, very slightly. It does seem better now. Even my brother, who's only a few years younger than me, seems like half his class was like openly out as LGBT. And it was fine. But it was definitely not... It was definitely very unusual when I was in school. We had 2 bi guys and I was not aware of anything else. It was a rare thing. Oh no, wait, my best friend was also bi, so 3. 2 bi guys, so you and like 3 other... Oh god, that is very... Depending on how big your school is. Bullying at my schools was usually discrimination based for sure. I'm sure if Ireland had any sort of minority groups that would happen. No one knew about me, not even me. So yes, 2 guys, 1 girl, all bi. A very, very slight decade or so younger. I am 27, so I went to school in secondary school. I graduated in 2013, I think, 2014, maybe? 13 or 14, one of those. So, you know, Ireland's still a very white, straight kind of society, and still is, obviously. Two bi guys sounds like a Jedi. Right. Good luck on your music career. You're probably very shit music career. Obviously, everyone was like, yes. Reminds me of the Asian episode of Father Ted. We rewatched Father Ted fairly recently, and that episode came up. And I would say it's still funny, but that episode has not aged. That particular episode hasn't aged massively well. Because the whole joke is meant to be that it's fine that he was making a racist joke because nobody was around, but he's still racist. Like, he keeps saying, I'm not a racist, and the show is kind of on his side, because it's Graham Linehan, he's a weird guy, but he very much was being racist in that episode. He just happened to get caught. That episode is awful. Yeah, it's probably the worst episode, I would say. I mean, everybody quotes it constantly here, because there's that one line, which is a really funny line, where it's like, I hear you're a racist now, Father. Sure, I don't know if I'd have enough time to devote myself full time to the old racism. Sure, I've got the farm and stuff to take care of. And then, oh, I hate the Greeks. They invented gayness. Like, that's really funny. Those lines are really funny. The rest of the episode, it's Graham's point of view. It's not racist because I just wrote it down and put it on a TV show. Yeah. Come on, Dougal, horrible. Exactly. I was always called the or slur, and I didn't know I was disabled, but I guess everyone else did. I am still shocked by how prevalent that is. The or slur. A lot of people seem to not even know that that's a slur, but I feel like there was a big movement against that when I was a teen, and I always hated that word even before I knew any better, and it still seems to be hanging on. I'm very surprised to learn that's still getting used. I was like, oh god, really? It's said a lot in the US. Yes, it might be an American thing, but I was like, makes me feel icky. Everyone seemed to know I was trans without them actually having a word for it. Still hear it all the time and still get rolling eyes when I call it out. Yeah, it's like people don't see it as a slur, I guess. I don't know. It feels weird, right? And I feel like if you do call it out, people always go, well, it was actually a medical term. Or it's French for slow or whatever, or late. And you go, that's not what you're doing. People sure have all kinds of challenges to face. At least those guys are diligent. They should survive the rough road of the entertainment world somehow. Oh, one person, people would call me gay a lot. And I don't think I am gay, but like people would call me it a lot. Yeah, I'm gay for women, I guess. But like people would call me gay or queer as a slur sometimes. And one time, because I have very dark circles under my eyes, the glasses kind of hide it, but I have very dark circles. And once or twice, people would come up to me at the lockers and go like, "You're not wearing makeup, are you?" And I'd go, "No." And the implication was, "You better say no." And now I wear eye makeup. Don't give up, Yokomichi Silvers. I think I've said that wrong every time that has come up. Okay, there we go. We did a sub story. That was just a side quest, I guess. What a fucking insane game this is. I'm gonna save now, I think. Let's go find a phone booth or whatever it's called. There we go, in here. Tardy in Italian means late. Americans use that as well. They say tardy if you're late for class. I was found queer and odd one. Like, strange seems like gay folk are free to use it as they like, but for me, nah, rather not. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know if I refer to myself as queer. Maybe I would. I was talking about this with Emma the other day. I was like, maybe. I don't know. I've never really labelled it. I was called gay so many times. You can save the game and use the item box of telephones. I adore my queer identity. I don't know if I get to. Like, this is the problem. Like, I think, I'll just say it, I think I am agender or non-binary, I think. right? I haven't quite figured it out, but whatever, right? I think, but I don't know if I get to call myself. It feels like stolen valor using any of the letters. You know, the alphabet mafia letters. I feel like if I do use any of those letters, I'd be like, I haven't ever really been like, I haven't faced any adversity or anything based on that. So like, I don't know, I feel weird about using it. I feel like I'm stealing valor. It's kind of the point of using queer as a broad term, yeah, I guess so. I remember being at a family and friend meal out and people were saying the N-word wasn't a slur because it's the name of a country. Oh my god. What the fuck? Were they referring to Niger? You can def call yourself queer if it's something you want to do. I got called gay a bunch in school. Guess they were half right at least. Nice gay trousers, mate, as you walk home. That is so genuinely relatable. How do I explain to someone I'm gender fluid, but only some of the time, and sexually fluid, but only some of the time, and pansexual and trans, etc., etc.? It's easier just to use queer, I guess. Also, I remember reading an interview with Michael Stipe, coming back to shit 90s music. No, R.E.M. are great. Where he said something similar, where somebody like asked, like tried to do a gotcha in an interview because it came out that he was dating a boy, and he was like, you know, what are you? And he was like, just call me queer, I guess. I don't know. It's like a catch-all term. I'll save, by the way. Let's save. There we go. Great new save. And there we go. I will raid somebody because I need to go shopping. I'm out of stuff. Let me go to full camera. Let me go over here. Thank you for joining, everybody. I'll be live again tomorrow. Probably playing more of this, I imagine. Unless there's anything else I want to play, but I'm enjoying this a lot. I saw the Schitt's Creek scene about wine last week, and I like the wine, not the rapper. I've never watched Schitt's Creek. Apparently, it's very good. People like Schitt's Creek, but I don't know if I'll ever watch it. Called folks gay like it was a bad thing. Who's laughing now? Let's raid Zara. /raid. Auntie Zara. Friend of me and the stream. I cannot spell Auntie Zara. There we go. I love Dan Levi's bi character in that. It is good. It is good. There we go. It pivoted into being about gay marriage, and that was nice. So obviously all us gays loved it. There's a few like gay comedies out, like the Gay Pirate Show, which I did quite like. The gay wholesome comedies have kind of risen up a little bit. What's the Gay Pirate Show called? I ended up quite liking it, even though I didn't think I would. Our Flag Means Death, I think is what that's called. You know, the one with Taika Waititi? The first thing I've liked Taika Waititi in a long time. And Rhys Darby is in it as well. It's a good show. It's got like gays and bis and NBs and, you know, it's a fun time. It was good for us non-gay folk too. It was actually interesting and funny. Black Sails also. I've never heard of Black Sails. Our Flag Means Death. Loved it. Yeah, I also liked it. I don't know if it's coming back at any point. Did that do well enough to come back? I know the queers all loved it, but Our Flag Means Death. Our Flag Means Death. Is it coming back? It says number of seasons 1, but it says original release present, so maybe it's coming back. I've meant to go on that, just never had the time, and then ironically the pirate streaming site I would use closed down. Was it Rare BG? Because I was very annoyed about that. Anyway, let's rage. Goodbye. See ya. Bye. Bye, everybody. See ya. Bye. I'll end the stream now.